Hello. Hello. How is everybody? You good? I hope so. I hope so. We're good. And Drummers Only. We thought we would bring you a list or a collection of some pre-owned snare drums that we have right now in the very building. Some lovely drums, lovely pre-owned snares right now. So we've got 4 that I'm going to take you through. The first one is this one. Right there. This is very pretty Ludwig classic maple. It's 14 by 6.5. As the name suggests, it is a maple shell in black sparkle. It features blow tie lugs, a very lovely keystone badge, cast keystone badge, a 7-ply maple shell. So we'll have a look. Look at that. American maple, made in Monroe, North Carolina. Ludwig have a pretty unique process when it comes to how they make their shells. They use cross-laminate tension-free. Not the first or last drum company to do that, but the sizes of the plies in the middle versus the inside and the outside are different. And it allows more resonant, but super solid shells. You can make some of the plies quite thin. And that lets the drum be as resonant as possible. I love the new strainer on Ludwig drums. They have taken on board the feedback. The P88 is very good, and I love that it's easily tensioned by just turning the dial. You can kind of incrementally tension it. So you can go 1, 2, 3, and adjust it as you see fit. Stronger butt plate now, which is great as well. All round, just super classy. This is on the website at $495. I should have got the new price. They're not cheap now. North of £700 now, I would have thought. But I'll let you hear how it sounds. Hopefully it doesn't overload the microphone because I'm sitting quite close to it. It has on it a Ludwig Weathermaster heavy head. These heads aren't actually made now, so it's pretty cool that it still has the original head. So here we go. Super bright cross-stick sound. The drum's very bright as well. Lots of overtone, lots of ring resonance. I love it. It's really great. But the core sound is super solid. It's very nice. It's a very sensitive drum. You can really feel the wires at low volume. So if you had to play buzz rolls or orchestral style rolls on this, it would be super easy to do. Really great drum for the money. It will certainly do the backbeat thing, no problem. It's pretty loud, but not overbearing, you know. Really classy drum. So yeah, Ludwig Classic Maple 14.6.5 in black sparkle. Finish is great as well. Black sparkle kind of goes with anything. It's not going to be too outlandish and you're set up quite discreet. Fan of that action. Triple flange tubes, I didn't mention those. 2.3, triple flange tubes. Yeah, a winner. Great drum for the money. Great drum, high end, but really well made, really robust. So do check it out. Drum number 2. If I can get this one off the stand. And delicately place it down. There we go. Drum number 2. We don't see so much. It was a limited run, so look at this. Oh, that's heavy. So this is a Tama SLPG Bubinga 14 by 6 snare drum. The finish is natural quilted Bubinga, so all of the shell is Bubinga. It's a 12 ply, 10mm shell. All Bubinga. I'll show you the shell. Look at inside of it. My goodness, look at that. It's a thick boy. It's great. Great. Look at the colour. Oh, it's so nice. So yeah, all Bubinga, inside and outside. Loud. Very dry because of the thickness of the shell. It's not going to be as bright because obviously there's more wood that you have to try and make vibrate. So, but it'll project. So yeah, that's sensational. It's really quite aggressive, but it's lovely. It doesn't, it's not super overtony. There's not too much ring. It's quite direct, which I really like. Given what you're probably going to use this with, you would probably play quite hard-hitting music, I would have thought, with a drum like this. It can still be quite delicate. I do love that the more you come in from the outside, the tone changes. I like that about it a lot because it feels like you have more than one drum. If you're playing things on the outside and you need, before you come in to play your main back beat, there's a different character there. It's got a UV1 on it, which I think is probably the right choice actually. If you were to tune it down, maybe a heavier head would work a little bit more, but where it sits for me, this head is great. Nice and open. It's on the website at $329, which is kind of a bargain given that it's a really thick boy and it's Bubinga. Yeah, limited run. Black nickel hardware. I love the throw-offs and the strainer that come with Tama drums. Yeah. Oh, to get off the Snare. So there. I love how silent they are, man. Just great. Really easy to use. You can adjust it both sides. Yeah, sensational drum. Again, 2.3mm hoops. They call it the Mighty Hoop, Tama. Absolutely brilliant. So that is the SLP 14x6 G-Bubinga snare and natural quilted Bubinga. So black nickel hardware. Look at that. Oh, I should also give an honorary mention to the 32 strander that's on it as well. It's pure sound. Very, very cool. Very cool. Talking of Tama, we have another one. Look at this. This is beautiful. Tama Starphonic 14x6 breath. Oh, are you waving at yourself? Can you see yourself in the drum? These are great drums. Big fan. Sort of take lead from the older style Star classic brass. Part of the Starphonic range. Sensational shell. It's not tuned particularly high, but there's lots of brightness. Lots of mids. This is a powerful drum. It's heavy. It's a 1.2mm brass shell with the grooved hoop and Tama's Freedom lug. I did put a key somewhere. Here it's there. So if I take this off, you'll see that it just lifts out. So you can take all of the tension rods off, but you don't actually have to take the tension rod out in order to change the head, which is really cool. Really cool little design. The hoops are really rigid. They're really solid. They behave to me almost like die cast, but they're flanged, which I really love because I think on a shell this sort of heavy that is going to be hit hard, you could do and need the extra weight to just keep the drum in check a little bit more. I think if it was a lighter hoop, it would have loads of overtone. But because the hoop's a little bit heavier, it feels like the drum's really controllable. Again, similar, same strainer as the last drum and butt plate side. So spin it round, Adam will be able to see. Oh, I keep getting caught in a basket. Yeah, the same strainer as last time. Just glorious, man. Really, really thoughtfully designed. Check the shell. I love that they've cut the hoops out as well, so that you can take off the wires, put them back on with the same tension. You know, if you take them off here, you can take the butt plate side off, and therefore remove the bottom head without actually taking your wire away. You can do the same. Oh no, you can't do the same. You can only do it on that side. So that's a great little design. I really do love it. It's absolutely minted, this drum. I'm going to hit it again. It's on the website for $3.99, which again is a steal, man. That's probably overloading the microphone. I'm going to try and tune this one down a little bit. I just want to see how it feels when there's a little less tension on it, just to see what it gives us. I think it'll open itself up quite nicely. Yeah, just even there. A little bit of gel on that just to calm it down, or maybe a 2-ply head. Actually feels like there's bass end coming out of that, which is magic. It's fitted with the original head, which has hardly been played, and it's a G1. So I wonder if maybe you put an HD dry or an ST dry or something on it, where that would take it. I think that would sound absolutely sensational. So yeah, there you go. Beautiful Starphonic brass 14x6 snare drum on our website in the pre-owned section. So I'm going to take it away, and we're going to finish this little trip to snare drum land with this little guy. Look at this. Actually, I'm going to just quickly adjust the basket so that it sits in the stand properly. I can do that, you see. So bear with me, please. Talk amongst yourselves. Have you all had a good day today? It's raining up here, unfortunately, but never mind. Never mind. How are you today, Adam?
I'm alright.
Adam's alright, everyone. I don't know if you can hear him or not. He's not got a microphone, but so this little chap, this little cheeky chap, is the Mapex Black Panther Stinger, and it's a 10 by 5.5 steel shell. What are you laughing at?
No, that's nothing.
Adam's laughing at me, laughing at my glorious Panther. Yeah, I think it's a great little number. I'll take your head off. Look at that. Adam's actually wincing. Sorry, man. That's really loud. It's a cracking little thing. Little side snare, maybe. I love that you can clamp it. You can use a tom arm, clamp it on your hi-hat stand or something. You don't even need a stand, so it doesn't even take up floor space. Lovely little drum. The hoops are the Sonic Saver, which again, much like the Tama drum we looked at, are really rigid for a triple flanged hoop, but they don't have the weight of a die cast, but the solidity, I like that. So that just lets the drum be a little bit more focused. It's hard to focus a drum this size, like to take away overtones and stuff, just because of the size of it. And it really is designed to be cranked. You know, if you had some reggae vibes going on, or you just wanted something a little different, this is a great little number. The cylindrical strainers on both sides are really cool. I'll turn it round at them so you can see the throw-off side. You know, so it allows you a little bit more control. And I think that's important. I think sometimes these drums, what people can do with them is push the wires just a little too much. What actually happens when you do that is it puts too much pressure on the bottom head, therefore it chokes the drum. So I think if you've got this control of having these cylindrical strainers on both sides, it just lets you sort of dial in the wires a little more. Stupidly, I didn't check the price, but this tells me it looks like it's about $179.65. Great drum from the money. Again, absolutely minted. Just a great little auxiliary poppy snare to have on the side, or replace your 10-inch tom and create a different kind of sound. Just brilliant, brilliant for the money. So there you go, a little collection of some wonderful pre-owned snares. We have some other gems in stock as well, so head on over to the website and check it out. Some healthy pre-owned Sabians this week. We've got a lot of Sabian landed with us, and some new Sabian I should add too. Yeah, so check it out on the website. If you are interested, drop us a line. info@drummsonly.co.uk, or on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, on this very forum that you're watching on. Phone us 0141 429 3799. Have a chat. We'll talk some great drums. Yeah, do it. We'll catch up soon.